All right, so today I'm going to dive into how to create a GPT for analyzing personas. So, how to create different personas and see if it can actually organize my HubSpot based off those different personas. So, let's dive in. So, the first thing that you want to understand with personas in marketing is that really the kind of backbone of any marketing campaign. Think of it like a detective trying to understand their suspect. So you want to know everything about who you think is going to purchase your product or service. So some of the things that you want to look at are what their job titles are, what actions they're taking that make them want to your product or service, or what are their goals, what make them successful, what are their objections, and of course, what are their pain points. That way you can create targeted marketing campaigns that address what they're looking for at the time that they're looking for it. So I thought, let's analyze one of my companies, Last Rev, to see if we can create target personas based off just analyzing the website and then organizing my HubSpot. All right, so I have this GPT called Persona Architect that helps me create detailed, micro-targeted marketing personas. So we're going to dig in here and kind of see how this is set up. So the Persona Architect is designed for creating detailed, micro-targeted marketing personas. It analyzes websites to suggest personas based on their content and marketing focus. It can also process uploaded data or documents to refine these personas. So we want to be able to upload different Excel documents, maybe marketing research that we've done from other agencies. This will help it to really refine that persona. This GPT focuses on function keywords. What are the keywords that we want to target? Job titles for things like LinkedIn. How are we going to get in front of these different personas, and what job titles do they have? There are different firmographics like company size, who they are, also targeting actions. So think of whatever actions someone might take. So, for instance, the marketing team is hiring a web developer. Maybe they're going to be making some changes to the marketing website. What are their pain points? What are things that you know they're struggling with and that your product or service can solve? And also, what is their personal and team goals? You want to understand them as a person, what's going to make them successful, and what are the things that they maybe don't want to do, and that your product or service can help with. And then also objections and hurdles. So, what are the objections and hurdles that this persona is going to typically have so that you can get ahead of that argument, typically in the marketing campaign or with any sort of content that you're outputting within that campaign? Okay. Its goal is to provide insightful, tailored suggestions to help marketing strategies catering to specific industries and job roles. So I'm making this very generic for me to be able to use on any website that we do and start to analyze. So this gives us some instructions of what we're going to do with the persona architect. It kind of gave me some conversation starters. Some of these I may use, some of them I'm not, but I'm going to just use this for a particular action where I wanted to just look at the Last Rev website and give me some target personas. Okay, so what I did is I came in here and I asked it, analyze www.lastrev.com and give me 5 personas I should target based on the services that LastRev offers. So what it came back with is 5 personas that I think are pretty good and accurately describe who we are trying to target in our content and the activities for LastRev. So digital transformation leader. This persona is likely to be a senior executive or leader looking to adopt advanced digital strategies. They'd be interested in services like AI and automation, particularly in sales and marketing, customer support, and custom chatbots. That's exactly right. This persona is focused on leveraging technology to drive business transformation and improve operational efficiency. Absolutely. This is one of our target personas. And one of the things that this really showed to me was that the content on our website is really talking to the personas that we're looking to target. So the second one is an e-commerce manager. A professional overseeing online retail operation. We do a lot of Shopify integration, so I could see why that's important on there. Effective digital marketing strategies like SEO and conversion rate optimization. So one of the things that we do a lot of is SEO, conversion rate optimization, and content marketing. So content marketing strategist, and social media management. Yeah, so this is absolutely someone who would be thinking about our services, who can, work with us on the strategy. Customer support head. So focused on improving customer service. They'd be interested in LastRev's offerings and AI-driven customer support solutions, custom chatbots, and AI training for support teams. This is very relevant because yes, we do a lot of custom chatbots and knowledge bases for support teams to help with ticket deflection. So that's absolutely a target persona that we're looking for. And then our marketing technology, like MarTech manager, someone who is at the intersection of marketing and technology. We work with a lot of engineers in marketing, that's kind of like in that MarTech, sales tech realm, that are interested in AI, digital marketing, optimizing, pay-per-click campaigns, and leveraging data for strategic decisions. So overall, I think this did a really good job of creating 5 personas that we really target. So now what I'm going to do is see if it can create some pretty good profiles based off of these 5 different leaders. Okay, so I asked it just pretty simply, just can you create a full profile for the digital transformation leader? And what it comes back with is, name, age, job title. We could probably update this prompt to give it a bunch of different job titles instead of just one. The different industries, and then the company size. So the background, a little bit about their education, their goals. So their goals would be to implement digital solutions to streamline operations and increase efficiency, drive integration across all departments. So company-wide initiatives. We've seen with AI and automation that this is a company-wide initiative. Cool. So some of the challenges, being able to balance the fast pace of technology with sustainable company growth. We see this a lot. And convincing stakeholders of the long-term value of their digital investments. So this is something we definitely spend a lot of time in content creating to really, show them the long-term benefits, because everyone has that tool that is going to magically solve their problems. People at the top, they want to ensure that this is actually going to bring them long-term value and not a short-term gain. So it comes in here, gives interest, preferred channels for content. This is really good stuff. So this at least gives us a starting point that we can now create a document that we can now create our personas. All right, so I've gone through and I've created this document here that has all the different customer profiles for each one of these. I can go back and clean this up a little bit, but this gives me a great start going forward. All right, now that I have all 5 of the personas, I want to see if I can actually update our HubSpot based off these personas. So I have this spreadsheet here of about 8,000 leads with the different job titles and the associated companies that it's with. And I want to create and see if this GPT can analyze this CSV file and create another column underneath here next to associated company for, persona, and see how it does with this. Okay, I have downloaded this CSV file, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to tell it to, I want you to analyze a spreadsheet of contacts. I want you to look at their job title and company and put them in one of the following personas. I'm just going to use the top ones here. I'm going to tell it to give me a new spreadsheet with the new column or persona filled out. So my goal here is that it will go and use the code interpreter to analyze the spreadsheet, look at the 5 different personas that we have created, and add the last column based off of these different items. So it's analyzing the personas, and right here it understands that it has the record ID, the job title, and the associated company, and an empty column for persona. It's going to categorize each of the content. Okay, so it appears that the current categorization logic did not successfully match any of the job titles. I'm going to refine the logic and broadening the criteria for each persona, making the match more flexible. So it probably just did a simple basic, well, we can look at the analysis here. It looks like it went through, display the first, understand the structure. It looks like it pretty much just copy pasted off of the actual title. So customer support head probably wasn't in there. These actual titles probably were not in there. So this is interesting. So when it's analyzing, it's going through here and it's giving different keywords, and it's writing a function to kind of see if any of these particular keywords are anywhere in there. This is very, so it marks some as unknown. Right, and it gave me my new spreadsheet. So let's take a look and see how it did. All right, so we have lots of content marketing strategists here. A lot of customer support head, a lot of digital transformation leaders, and some marketing tech. The different items. It didn't do it perfectly, but it can at least get you started. We could probably refine the prompts a little bit better, maybe even break the problem down into smaller data sets to help it to analyze it. So I'd love to hear your comments on how we could make this GPT better. But for creating target personas based off of your website content and then starting to categorize them in HubSpot, pretty good start.